explain later on, we were met with severe thunderstorms. There's only so many cards you can play, so we wish we'd had some internet or had downloaded some films before we went, but never mind. So for our first evening, we went for dinner at Cafe Rojana, which is owned by the chef Paul Ainsworth, and I think we both had the watched the sailboats coming out of the harbour and going out to sea. So with this beach, it was at low tide that we started to walk along it, and obviously that tide started to come in, so after a few hours we hastily made our way back to safety before we got marooned in this cave or cove that we were hiding out in. And to take advantage of the moment of sun, we decided to get some ice cream. And we got some gourmet cones just to be fancy. And then we thought we couldn't do Cornwall without getting some fish and chips. So we looked up the best fish and chips, and as luck would have it, it was actually right by our Airbnb, and it was called Chip Ahoy. So we headed there, expecting, a bit of a queue, a bit of a wait. Little did we know that would become not 1, but 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours we waited there with, I would say, about 30 other people. Yeah, that was a lot, but we got sausage and chips and some scampi, and I will say it was the best fish and chips I've ever had, so fair enough. And it was a tiny little shack, so no wonder it took so long, and I think most of those 30 people were ordering for loads of people. I think there were lots of parents who came down and ordered like 10 lots of fish and chips for whoever was waiting for them back home, and there was us just with our 2 little orders, starving, but it was worth the wait. And then the next day we had to head home, but because we'd had such bad weather, we did feel a bit cheated, and although it wasn't sunny this day that we headed home, it was just cloudy, it wasn't raining, so we stopped off in Fowey to go sea kayaking. We love kayaking, we do it wherever we can. This was hard work though. The kayak didn't have any kind of back support, and it was just one of those surface kayaks where you sit on the top, so you were soaking wet and your back really hurt, but it was good fun. I will say my boyfriend did most of the work. I mostly just sat there and took in the views, but it was cool to kayak in between all the boats and see a bit more of the sea. But then we continued our drive home, which took about 10 hours from Padstow to London, because there's only one road basically from Cornwall to Bristol, so you get to a bottleneck and no one moves for a very long time. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've been to Cornwall, please let me know your recommendations or any questions if you're planning to go in the comments, and I'll see you very soon. This has been